Hello everyone. After a long gap, now one more time start a study. Unit 4's first poem, Prayer Before Breath, Louis MacNeice, written by Irish poet. Uh, Particularly, Britain has a problem with Ireland, and after a long time, there is a settlement. So after that, some writers are writing. So we always find a little bit revolt whenever the Irish writers or the poets or novelists are writing. So here is some of the examples, or particularly this poem will reflect the time of the World War times. Louis MacNeice here writing on that time. So we will find some kind of aspect or the depression or the impact of World War on literature. People says that how it reflects. So this poem is little bit frustrated. We find some of the a terrible thing, or that some of the question on humanities uh, asked by an unborn baby. That's why the title is Prayer Before Birth. So let's begin. I am not yet born. Oh, hear me. Let the not the blood sucking bat or the rat or the stoat or the club footed coal come near me. If we see word by word, means that the baby says, or the poet, I am not yet born, but hear me, means that the kid try to tell us something important thing about some of the insect. He says that that baby says that make away from me that the blood sucking bat or the rat or the stoat, and the club footed coal means the ghost, for that the harming on the foot also. So means in the first stanza, the kid, unborn kid says, I am not yet born, listen to me, means oh hear me. Make an let not the blood sucking bat or the rat or the stoat or the club footed cock, means here some of the insect or that some of the superpower thing like ghosts make him away. That's the thing the kid or that baby asking. But if we see our civilization process, we find that after our industrial revolution, we find a plague kind of a disease or outcome on that the industrial smoke, it's a little bit look like a coal or like a ghost. So it's my interpretation for this stanza that kids is satire on the industrial revolution, that how that we become blood sucking animals, insect we become. So it's my interpretation to the first stanza. Second stanza, I am not yet born, console me. Console me grief, a fear that the human race may with tell walls wall me, with the strong drug dope me, with the wise lies lure me, on the black rack crack me, in the blood bath roll me. Means I am not yet born, but that kid wants some of the grief. What kind of the basic thing? A fear that the human race may with the tall wall me. We have remembered the Germany's wall, that Germany is divided in the between of the city, divided in the two east and west side. If you remember, Jerusalem there is also a wall. So China has also a wall. So means wall has a longest history. We have that Indo-Pak wars, and then we create some of the walls. So means there is a huge history of walls. So Keats says that you will make a human race has created long walls, and they also cover up with the wall. That baby don't want to cover up by a wall, but the human race will cover. That he says. With the strong drug dope me, with the wise lies lure me. Means very wisely, some kind of drug will given to this baby. What kind of a drug? A lies. Means it was satire on a politician, on the politics, that people will say something and they will do something else. Like our politician, after whenever the election will come, people say thousands of prospectus they will publish that if my government will come, I will become a CM, I will do these things. But after that, people will forget. And we as an audience, we just enjoy that. Some of the leaders are telling us something biggest lie, and we accept that. Like recently, Bihar's election was done. At the time, BJP's prospector says, if we will win, we will give you a 20 lakhs jobs. And some of the Yadav family, Tej Pratap Yadav, also tell that if I will win or my party will win, I will provide 10 lakh jobs. So means they are giving us some of the dreams, putting on an audience mind that if we will do these things. But it is lie, biggest lie. With the wisely lies means that kid want to away from that kind of lie, and lie is a drug dope. On a black rack me in the blood baths in the road. This time when this poetry was written, it's a time of World Wars time. So that the bloods of soldiers in the all over the earth, we find that. So means that that kid says that I don't want to bath in the bloods. So that's the satire. That to stop the fight for whom we are fighting. What are the purposes behind it? That the kid was asking actually. I am not yet born, provide me. Now finally, the kid started demanding something. With the water to bandle me, the grass to grow for me, trees to talk to me, to the sky to sing to me, birds, and the white light in the back of my mind to guide me. Now finally, kid says something to provide me, that which gives me a little bit thing that make peace. So finally, what that the kid demands: water, grass, tree, birds, sky. Means this stanza says that actually, truly, why or what human being develop. As a human, we develop to make our life easier. But what we done, we spoil our life. But see the ancient times humans, they live with the nature and they are happy. So means this kid, that the baby want to go back in the nature's time. There is an environment will be free, pure. So the kid want to born in a pure atmosphere. He hate a lot to an industrial atmosphere. So that's why he's a footed club goals. So the first anja, it's a satire on industrial revolution. The same way in this stanza we find that the kid want to go back in the natural life, go to the lap of mothers, in the nature's lap. He want to go there. I am not yet born, forgive me, for the sin that in May the world shall commit my word. When they speak to me, my thought when they think me, my treason engendered by traitors beyond me, my life when they murdered by means of my hand, my death when they will leave me. Very philosophical lines are given. So one more time, this baby is not yet born, but still what he say, forgive me, means that this baby will do something revolty, notorious thing that baby will do. So what he do, for the sin that in me the world shall commit. There is a sin, adultery in my mind, for that forgive me. But how it commit? By words. So that's why poet referred to my words. Second line, for the sin that that in me the world shall commit my words. Means word has the power than bullet. It is most terrible weapon to use. When they speak to me, my thought when they think to me. Means when you make argument, when you make a revolt against to a tradition, people will think on your thought also. They will think about you, that what you are looking for. Means in Navratri time you have to play Garba, but if you don't play, means people will think about you, that why this time this person has denied. It's a ritual, it's a rule, regulation that you have to do. But if someone has denied, means people will start to think on that. My treason engendered by traitors beyond me. My life when they murdered by means of my hand. The fourth one is talks about being a traitor. First, from a religion perspective, if you want to become a traitors or treasons, like from Hindu, there is a Raja Ram Mohan Rai, Savitribai Phule, those who are traitors. Means they make a revolt against a tradition of Hindus. They reform the Hindu religion. At the same way, we can go in Christianity. There we will find Martin Luther, who make an argument. He make some of the critical note on Christianity and says that might be Christianity is good but not so good. Why? Just because Martin Luther asked some of the question. So what he become revolting against to a power. So now he become traitors. Then what they say is, my life when they murdered by means of my hands. Means of my hand. Like I will give a very best, simplest example. When woman will cook, it is always for a family. But that same activity done by any of the male or that man will do cook, it become a chef. That person get money for that. So means they make a design that a particular gender, particular work. If you exchange the duties, it will not rely. It will make a revolt. Then you have to die. So that's why they say, my death when they leave me. At the end, it has become complicated to survive. Why? Just because you are against to a power, like a religion is also powerful. A capitalization is also powerful. A Marxist thought, anyhow, that when you make a revolt, you become you are struggling to survive. So here he says, I am not yet born, rehearse me. In the part I must play and the cause I must take. Old men lecture me, bureaucrat hector me mountains. Frown at me, lovers laugh at me. The white waves call me to fall, and the desert call me to down. And the beggars refuse my gift, and my children curse me. Now that a baby, the kid, actually not born, now that talks about future, that what will be the future. I am not yet born, rehearse. In the part I must play, and the course I must take when. Old men lecture me. We know that. Whenever someone says old men, mean it's come about religion. There you will find that some of the oldest people will talk about on religion, on the faith of religion. They says that improve your belief on religions. But it is not always religion, but we can put politicians also, capitalization also, and Marxist thought also. World that the war as an old man, old thoughts that war is the way to solve the problems. No, we have to make a dialogue delivery. then we can solve the problem. War is not the final way. From at me, lovers laugh at me. The white waves call me fool, and the desert call me the dumb, and the beggars refuse my gift, and my children curse. The last lines we can interpret it with the different connotations. White and desert, we can divide as in two thoughts, like in a true false, right left, right wrong, or as we say that good then devil. So same way, like here I want to divide within a capitalization and Marxist. White is a representative of capitalization, desert represent as a Marxist. And the second two line, me too doom, the beggars refuse, my gift and my children curse me. In the Hitler's time, that your children are not yours. The whole country is Hitler's country. Will they become blindly followers of Hitler? Whatever Nazi says, they will accept. But at the end, they are communist. So means for them, it should be right. From other side, it should be wrong. So that's why there's two words, fully and dumb. Here we have prepared. Some people are laughing also that see the world is divided in the two part or the two portions. Like religion also, the openness and narrowness, both the comes. Science has an also limit. Politics, history, war, everywhere you will find a pros and cons. So the last four lines which is talks about pros and cons of every single thing. And the satire is that. And the old man, as you can put anything which is bad. Or some has the problematic streams, as I have given a reference of religion. I am not yet born. Oh, hear me. Let not the man who is beast or who think he is God come near me. Here we can prefer as a Hitler one more time, just because in a Weber Yeats poem, Second Coming is also refer, just because in a references to the Christ's second born, which is refer in the 20th century. In the 20th century, we find the Hitler, and he says that I am the Aryan race and I am the child of God. Means somehow people are afraid with the Hitler. So the word beast and the God, just because we know that in the Germany that Hitler worship as a god. People are die-hard fan of Hitler. But what the kid says, I don't want to be near with that kind of personality. Let not the man who is beast or who think he is God come near to me. I don't like him. Means it is against one a communist thought. I am not yet born, or feel me, with the strength against those who would freeze my humanity. Yes, two world war has freeze our humanity. We forget that at the end we are human. We are not machines. We have emotion. We have feelings. We have respect. We have such an emotion we have carried. But people forget. After two world war, we have seen would drag me into a lethal automaton, would make me a cog in a machine, a thing with one of face, a thing and against all those who would, despite my integrity, would blow me like a thistle when I either and the other or that either. Like water held in the hand would spill me. Here, he refers as another that give me a strength. I can fight back, just because that kid want to give me a message of humanity that people are forget, and that the love of industrial revolution or that the auto machinery which make people blind. But what he want to do, that he want to remove that thing. He want to clean the eyes of societies and show that no, we are not machines. No, we are human beings. We have humanities. we have to follow humanity, we have not follow machinism. That the satire that kid want to tell us. And here the example of thistle means they will use and throw, means whenever like that how we replace the machine when the machine are not working. So here the line says, who would dispatch me eternity would blow me like an thistle down, hither and thither, or the hither and thither. Means like a thistle down is the soft feathering material who protect the fruit part of the thistle. Very soft thing, you can easily move one hand to another hand. So means powerful people have using a human race as an for their own self, on their satisfying ego. Some of the politician has blow the world. The true reality is that in the world war we see the reasons for some silly politician decided that let burn the whole world, and people will jump down to satisfy their master's ego, and they started wars. So here let's talk about that. Like a water held in the hand would slip me. Yeah, we cannot cover up water in the hand. It will be run away. We cannot capture water in hand. No, it is difficult. Let them not make me a stone, and let them not spill me, otherwise kill me. Means that it's a begin with the born and worried about a culture. But at the end, the last words of Louis Macneius, what he says, otherwise kill me. Means that kid is frustrated of this world, hatred of industrial revolution, or that hating another the hectic atmosphere, very tensionful atmosphere on that 1950s, or see that the 90s, beginning of the 90s to the middle part of 90s. We find that there is a struggle that people forget that where is the humanity, the racism was a heavy, people forget. Too many powerfully people are thinking about an industry, the mechanically people are thinking, they will forget their emotions also. So that kid don't want to born on that kind of atmosphere. That kid want to born in the healthy atmosphere of a lap of nature. On the nature side, that kid want to one more time want to go. That means the poet resists the industrial thing, the technology or the science. He want to go back to on a nature side. So that was the critical messages. And then some of the hidden interpretation, like old man as a religion, as a politician, or that thought you can put. So somehow the prayer before bed is a very difficult or very interesting poem, and I have tried to cover up the basic idea. Thanks for listening.